In the 5 months since the energy efficiency grant was first launched, local firms in food manufacturing and food services still think it has limited application. But they still set up and took notice when the scheme was extended for another year in this week's budget announcement.
This noodle manufacturer says the firm has been too busy firefighting each day to look into installing more energy-efficient equipment to reduce their operating costs. But after the finance minister delivered his budget statement on Valentine's Day, the firm is moving it up its to-do list this year, particularly for their offices' air conditioning.
We don't want to rush into applying for this, buying things that we don't necessarily need. We want to plan it in a holistic approach so that I think there's more synergy to the business.
Another food manufacturer is planning to do the same, but it says the big energy consumer in its pastry-making business is not just the air conditioning or refrigerator, but also the oven.
It's quite challenging to find a rather energy-efficient oven. Actually, the oven is the one that is taking a lot of energy, especially because we're in the baking industry. But this part is not part of the grant.
Like Mr. Lim, Ms. Soweli says the list of equipment pre-approved for the grant are mostly at the household level. She hopes the grant could be extended to larger commercial models.
It would be great if they can maybe include certain models of a cold room, or at least the engine of the certain cold room, and then work with those vendors so that they know which one to recommend to us.
One industry veteran is already well down the path of updating its production equipment, including getting LED lights. So rather than buy new energy-efficient equipment, it says subsidizing a company's energy bill would be more apt instead. And that includes other rising costs.
Businesses naturally will pass all this cost downwards into the citizens and so forth. So I think if we were to mitigate some of this inflation cost, it would have helped. And I think both ends, helping the citizens and helping the businesses, it will come to a midpoint whereby our inflation is curbed.
From manpower and rentals to ingredients and energy, inflation is making rising costs a challenge, and these companies are hoping to see more help from the government this year.